And in our third recruiting class, we're really going to hone in on just a handful of guys that really fit what we're trying to do and add to our first 2 recruiting classes. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're at National Signing Day. We're going to check out our roster. We're going to do position changes. We're going to move into the preseason here. And then before you know it, we are in season 3. A lot of our guys that we recruited are going to be playing in season 3 as redshirt freshmen. We got a lot of JUCO guys that can step in as well. So Coach O'Connell is really excited about year 3, having his guys on the field and see what they can do. First, let's check out National Signing Day. We'll run through some guys quick. We're just going to start by national rank. I'll be on this page so you guys can see the development trait. I won't maybe always call it out. But Jamie Yellowtoe, right tackle, transferred in. He's going to be a senior. Just looking to shore up that offensive line with some upperclassmen. Marcus Vaughn, deep threat wide receiver. I believe he transferred in from Texas Tech. Has good size at 6'3", 191. Really pleased to get this guy. Nick Vallejo coming in as a sophomore, 6'4", 299. We're trying to shore up our offensive line, our center position. All right, next, Carlos Gee, JUCO sophomore. I think you have Lane, Sizer, Santos, I think are all our upperclassmen corners. Not really jiving with this rebuild that Coach O'Connell has going on in his philosophy. So we went out to find some guys that fit our system, fit our philosophy. Carlos Gee does that, brings some experience because we only have a freshman coming back now with those other 3 guys deciding to transfer out. So Carlos Gee will help add depth to that cornerback room. Randy Eifert, power tendency punter. We're just looking for guys with powerful legs in the kicking game. He fit the bill. We signed him. Newson's going to be probably on the offensive line, most likely at guard. You see his impact development trait. Excited to add him to our offensive line depth. Steven Shermer, you saw, was our number 1 recruit. Easy to see why with his 92 speed. Tackles at 87. I mean, this guy could push for playing time right away. We'll see what our roster looks like. But impact dev, really happy to have him. Sean Apple, another JUCO. He's a junior, so he has more experience. Just going to bring more depth to that cornerback room. Jay Stork, really excited to get him. Elite development. He's going to be the anchor of our offensive line for years to come. We signed a lot of centers, but I think they have position fluidity, can move to guard or tackle if needed. But I think Jay Stork will stay in the middle. Kurt Peterson, a fullback, going to learn from Campanaro for a year, take a red shirt, then he'll be ready to play next year. Daniel Hernandez, another JUCO. And I think our defensive backfield just didn't really fit with what Coach O'Connell wanted to do. I know we lost a guy our first year that just didn't see Coach O'Connell's vision. And I think guys like Quintero, our free safety, and those corners I mentioned are looking for something else as well. So we found Daniel Hernandez. He's a really good fit. He may step in and start right away. Manuel Bieria, he's going to be a power back. We brought in some other 1-star power backs that are going to move to defense, but Manuel will stay at running back. Excited to have him bring some size to our running back room. Tyler Grimm, you guys all saw his story. Really inspirational. He's going to take a red shirt and looking forward to see him play in 2 years and see what he can do. Andres Magnifico, our first signing, star dev. Really excited to see what he can do with his Bash brother. We'll come across him in a bit. Jay Scruggs, power kicker. Our power punter. Chauncey Redmond, athlete run stopper, probably going to stay in the middle. David Quatoriano, deep threat. I think with our wide receivers, we hit on all 3 of these guys this year, as well as last year. So our wide receiver room is going to be stacked. Patrick Duck, JUCO sophomore, again, wanting to bring experience and depth to our offensive line. David Pack, could say the same thing about tight end. We have 3 really good freshmen, and we're just trying to add depth and experience, and I think David Pack can do that. Joey Lester, I mentioned our wide receivers were all hits. He's one as well, 93 speed, physical wide receiver. He's got great size at 6'5", 208. I've said it about everybody, but excited to have him on the roster. Alejandro Franco, run stopper. He's probably going to move to strong safety, I think. 6'3", 230, could play strong safety, middle linebacker, could play D-end, but I'm leaning towards moving him to strong safety. Joe Chicolo, the second Bash brother, impact development. I think these guys, one will go to left end, one will go to right end, and it's going to be fun to watch these guys develop together. Lambo, freshman center, just bringing in depth. He'll take a red shirt, and he has that position fluidity where we can move him around. Orlando Heron, he may be the wide receiver I'm most excited about with his 89 speed, 88 acceleration, route runner tendency. 5'6", 160, kind of small, but he's got the goods. 92 agility, catches at 76. Really excited to see what he develops into. Rashad Denson, athlete, scrambler. I think he can move to the defensive backfield. That's where I'm leaning towards putting him. He's got good size at 6'2", 209. Tony Cantrell, another physical wide receiver, a 2-star. So we brought in 4. So after bringing in, I believe, 2 last year, 4 this year, we're at 6 in our 2 recruiting classes. We may cool it next year, but the guys we brought in, I think, are going to be good for a long time. Alfonso Grimes, field general, probably going to stay in the middle, 2-star guy. Again, just a depth piece. This is one of those guys that you love to have on the team, just with his attitude and the presence he brings. Carl Garvin, looking to move him to tight end. I think with his size and speed, he's going to be a good fit there. Cam Stoddard, star development, 1-star running back. This is the epitome of the Unheralded Dynasty right here. So happy to get him. 5'8", 204, really overlooked in the recruiting circles. He didn't have any other offers, and he's star development. So really thankful that we have Coach Al on our staff that can find guys like this. Nate Sanders, athlete, agile center. He's going to move to D-tackle. I think with his size, 6'3", 291, and that versatility, I think D-tackle is the best fit for him. Daryl Goda, thought maybe he could play, running back, fullback, linebacker. He's probably going to move to linebacker along with Andres Emmanuel. So that's a quick rundown. I think 32 guys all together. Pettigrew we couldn't sign, but really excited about this class. Pair it with our first class. We're going to do some good things. And in our 3rd recruiting class, we're really going to hone in on just a handful of guys that really fit what we're trying to do and add to our first 2 recruiting classes. So now going forward, our recruiting classes will not be big. I'm thinking 10 to 15, but we're really going to hone in on the guys we need as we go forward. Could be JUCO, could be transfer portal, but will probably be a lot of freshmen. All right, let's dive into position changes. First thing we're going to do is just go through our athletes again. If you didn't know this, I say it every time. There should be a tab over here that says athlete, but not yet. Maybe in 26. But sort by position, you get to athletes after clicking it twice. Andres Emmanuel, he's going to middle linebacker. I mean, he could go to these other places. I just don't think he fits with the guys we have there. And development-wise, I think I'd like to develop him as a middle linebacker. And then by junior year, maybe we can move him somewhere else. Nate Sanders, D-tackle, by far the best fit. He's going there. Daryl Goda, 87 speed. I mean, as a running back, I think that's too slow for what we're looking for. But on defense, he can definitely hold down the middle and develop there. Chauncey Redmond, 88 speed. He's going to stay in the middle as a run stopper. Alejandro Franco, he's the one that's going to move to strong safety. I like his 90 speed. Carl Garvin, again, 6'2", 215, or 185. I think he can get up to 215, maybe 220 as a tight end. Can really be a problem for defenses as he develops. So he'll be at tight end. Manuel Bieria, this guy's going to stay at running back. I mean, he had that 90 speed. We need some power in the backfield going forward to fill in our power formations, and he's going to do that. Rashad Denson, this guy I'm torn on. Scrambler, he could fit the bill. We've got Amerson back there that could do that as well, and Scherer right now. I think for the time being, Rashad Denson is going to be a defensive back. We'll develop him as a corner, then maybe move him to free safety, strong safety, see what happens. But right now, his athleticism, I think, goes really well at the corner position. Keon Newson, this guy's going to be a left guard. We brought in a lot of good pieces at every position, and Keon Newson's going to help fill our offensive line. And then Steven Shermer, you can see all these positions he can play. He could go to D-end. We got 2 really good D-ends. Free safety, I think we're looking good at those positions as well. I like his speed and his tendency in the middle. And so Steven's going to play middle linebacker. Other position moves, I don't think we have a lot. We are going to develop Geist. He's a vertical threat. We're going to develop his blocking and see what he can do as a tight end. Because Alonzo offers quite a bit, but his speed isn't there. I don't think Geist's speed is much better, but just his upside to catch, route run, I think is up there as well. So we'll keep these guys at the tight end position. If we need to develop their blocking, we'll do that in years to come. And I think that's it. The one thing I maybe wanted to look at was moving a linebacker to D-end. But our D-end room, I'm happy having Cook is here behind Vasquez. And then at right end, Sun is probably going to be cut. Tap hopefully should catch him. Halassi could make a jump. And then Chicolo, Magnifico. Let's actually move. Boy, they're almost identical, aren't they? Chicolo is going to go to left end. I don't think there's any other positions they want to move. I thought about moving some corners to free safety. But again, Quintero, Gooch, not really jiving with what we're doing. So Sparks hopefully is ready to play by this year. Otherwise, Hernandez will jump in. And Hernandez can jump in because he's probably going to jump up to 76, 78, something like that as a JUCO guy. We did that last year with our JUCO guys as well. I like that better. I like them coming in ready to play rather than having to redshirt. So that's it for position changes. Let's move on to training results. All right, training results. Singh jumps to 83. Jolly goes to 77. Scherer to 75. Amerson jumps to 61. Was he at 61 to begin with? I'm not sure, but Singh and Jolly looking good here. Scherer will continue to run the option game for us. Abraham goes to 95. Bickerstaff to 88. Boone to 72. Sun 70. And Chukwu, I think he's star dev too. Only at 69 right now, but all these guys should get some carries this year. Abraham and Bickerstaff will carry the load. Abraham, I did move to tight end and then back to running back. Tennessee changed to receiving back, so he jumped to 95. I just thought with his star development, let's get him as high as he can. But Bickerstaff made a jump on his own. 88 overall from, I think, 82. So that's good to see. Campanaro to 90. All right, wide receiver, Toner. He was at 75. He went up 4. Fleming, I think, stayed the same. I think he's maxed out. Yeah, 78. Tinker, 77 is maxed out. Minor maxed out. Milburn, he was at 67. He jumped to 75. So he went up 8. Charbonnet was at 69. He jumped 5. And then Chosen and Cavell were maxed out. Tight end wise, Alonzo, I think everybody stayed the same. Let's check our freshman here. Rossi jumped to 79. Folk to 75. Rossi was 66, so he went up 13. Folk, he was at 67. He went up 8. Babcock, he was at 64. He went to 69, so he jumped 5. And I think Cheek was maxed out as well. We are going to get Yeast. He developed well at left tackle. We're going to move him back to tight end. I'm guessing he's going to be high 80s. But again, this is the easiest way, I think, to simulate player. Yeah, 88. There we go. How things would actually work, right? You get a tight end who's not really good at blocking. You develop his blocking. So we developed his blocking, turned into a really good tight end. We could have done the same with Cheek. I just wanted to do one. I think we're going to cut Alonzo. Rossi made a great jump for us. Folk will be there. And Babcock. Costanzo jumps to 90. So we got some guys that are going to be draftable here, which is great. Ollie goes to 85. He was at 78, so he made a 7-point jump. DeLuca, Madden, or actually let's check left tackle, Eifert. Eifert was at 68. He's now at 77. There's a 9-point jump. We've got DeLuca here. He was at 67. He jumped 9. Madden, he was at 63. He jumped 10. So our freshmen are making progress just like we hoped they would. Center, nothing really to report here. We may have to move somebody in there. We'll see Colombo at 84. Pilgrim, 80. For Werda, he's at 78. He was at 67. So he went up 11. Wake is at 77. He was 61 last year. So all of our freshmen are making really good jumps here. Mendoza's at 83. Lutris, he was a JUCO guy last year. Lutris was 75. He went up 2. Galito is new. Flott, he had to make a big jump. He was 61. He's now 73. That's a 12-point jump. Great to see. Vasquez is at 89. Clinton, 77. Cookus, he was 66. He's now 73. That's a 7-point jump. Halassi, he was a one-star, right? 79. He was 61. So he jumped 18. He overlapped Tap. Tap is 75. He came in at 68, so he went up 7. D tackle, Sisk is 88. Coppin, 84. Bavaro, 78. Fumagalli. Small, he came in at 69. He's now 72. Only went up 3. Laporta is 67. He was 66. Well, that's disappointing. Okay. Left outside linebacker, Young. He's at 75. He was at 66, so he went up 9. Reynoso, Fabian, they may get cut. I don't know if I'm sold on them. I think getting Young to play the most would be the most beneficial. Dante Ware, 79. He was at 68, so he jumped 11. Huey stayed the same. Dillard went to 90. Jasmine's at 83. He was at 68. That's a 15-point jump. Can we move him to left outside linebacker, 83? Maybe. So maybe he'll play left. We'll cut Fabian and Reynoso. Everybody else is good. Okay, here's where we're going to, hopefully we can get, yeah, Trueblood got to 80. That's huge. Because Santos, Sizer, and Villain, I think, are all getting cut. Or they're transferring. So Trueblood, he was at 68. He's at 80. That's a 12-point jump. Machado, he was at 68. He's at 75. That's a 7-point jump. Villain. Tut is at 74. He made a big jump. He was at 55. That's a 19-point jump. Wow. Cabral's at 73. He was at 69, so he went up 4. We'll bump Gee and Apple under the rest of our JUCO guys so they contend for playing time. Let's see, Sparks, 76. He's at 70. That's a 6-point jump. Hernandez will get a boost to probably around 80, I think, and then we'll cut Gooch and Quintero. Newcomb, he was at, 1 or 2 star? 77. He was at 63. That's a 14-point jump. Ty Wilkins at 73. He was at 67, so a 6-point jump. I mean, these 1 and 2 stars make a big jump, and they kind of level off, but I think most of them are impact development, so maybe they get to low 80s. But to see them be able to contribute after 1 year is great. And they'll contend for playing time going forward as well. Kicker, we got Bortles, we'll cut Silva and Scruggs, and that's it for training. So some good training results. Some big time shifts by our freshmen for sure. We had some star players take jumps as well. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, custom conferences. I got to get the Pac-12 to have a championship game. Championship on Allegiant Stadium, 10 conference games. Okay, maybe that will make the bowl games more realistic. Who knows? Because last year's bowl games were a little bit nuts. Okay, encourage transfers here. QBs, I think we're keeping all of these guys. I like having Singh as a starter, Jolly as a backup, Scherer as kind of our option guy. I'm going to keep Amerson for when these 2 are gone, and he can maybe be the option guy or move positions, although at 82 speed, I don't think he will. Running backs, we're keeping everybody. I mean, it's great that Abraham and Bickerstaff had these big jumps. I think they'll get drafted. That'll help. Campanaro fulfilled, I think, his star potential, which is great. Wide receiver, Cavale is out. Chosen is out. Minor is out. I don't know about Tinker. We'll come back. Okay, so Yeast made a good jump. Rossi will be there. Alonzo is out. And then Cheek is out at tight end. And we're setting good here. Again, Pack will get a jump to maybe 78, 79, maybe 80. We'll see. I think here Liggins is out. Costanzo's going to hold that down. They're the same class. Office, I think, is out. We've got Ollie. At center, I think I'm going to cut Orlando. I can't cut another one because everybody else is new. And you need 2, I guess. Okay, Pope is out. Now, Pilgrim and Colombo, I'm not really sold on. I think we'll have to come back. I mean, I like that Pilgrim has 2nd level, but Colombo has 97 strength. He's faster. Pilgrim's more aware. We'll come back to these guys. We've got 14 left. Flat Lutris, Mendoza. Did Mendoza do enough to keep his spot? He's 4 better than Yolito. Lutris, I was hoping Lutris would make a bigger jump. We'll maybe come back to this. That's maybe a sticking point. We'll see. Okay, Clinton is out. I think Cookus will surpass him next year. D-tackle, Fumagalli is out. Although Laporta, I'm disappointed that he didn't take a bigger jump. But we've got Sisk, Coppin, and then Bavaro should be ready next year to be a starter as well as Small. Laporta could make a big jump. Sun is out. He got lapped by Hilassi and Tap. He's out. Here, again, I think we're going Fabian and Reynoso are out. We'll move. We had a freshman right outside linebacker. Can't remember his name. But he'll come in for those 2. Huey is out. He filled the role well. But Dante Ware's ready to play. He'll find a new spot. Price is out. Dillard made a huge jump. Jasmine will be ready. Jasmine actually may play left outside linebacker. That's the guy. Okay, here we got Villain. He's out. Sizer is out. And then Santos. I like the storyline that our defensive backfield had a tough time jiving with Coach O'Connell's philosophy. And so we're gonna move all those guys. We've got, Apple and Gee. Apple I may move to like 80 overall. Gee may be like 77, something like that. So they'll get some playing time here. And then I think same with free safety. We got Sparks at 76. Hernandez, I think, has jumped to 80. And again, we'll keep that storyline going where the defensive backfield, maybe our defensive back coach left, whatever you want to say, but we'll keep it consistent. Wilkins, Newcomb, Greg. Okay, so after we cut Silva here, right? He's the one I want to cut. Yeah, so after I cut Silva here, we've got one cut left, and I think it's going to the offensive line here somewhere. Not Ali. I wish it could be Sweet. So Pilgrim. I think Pilgrim's out. I mean, I love Colombo and his 97 strength. I mean, second level bronze isn't a big selling point, a big difference maker. Yeah, Pilgrim is out. Okay, so we keep. I think Tinker was going to be maybe be the other one, but I like his skill set. He's got 88 speed, 95 excel, really kind of fits and can mold Heron here for a couple years. Can teach Heron kind of the ways of route running. So that's it, 85. A lot of clear cuts that were easy to make. But then as you get down to it, it always gets tougher and tougher. Custom conferences were good. Let's advance the week. And I think that might be it for this episode. Let's see what we can do here. Maybe a schedule. Yeah, we'll set up a schedule here. Recruiting board will be its own episode. But we'll get into the schedule here. They want us to play Texas. I don't think we'd play them at home. We'd go at FCS West. It doesn't help our schedule. Do we have anybody? TCU. I mean, do we want our two? I don't think we want both, but let's play TCU here. We'll get opening 7. We'll go at TCU, and then our first week we'll get somebody closer to us and kind of an equal game. We could go Wolfpack. I like that. Let's do that. Let's play the Wolfpack. We'll get the Wolfpack on. Let's see home and away for conference. Looks balanced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time we have 6 home, 4 away. 1, 2, 3, 4. So opposite of last year, which means both these games will be away. But I like that schedule. I like taking on TCU, kind of see where we stand, get us a good idea of what we're shooting for and what it takes to be number 1. So that's easy enough. Only 2 non-conference games. The rest are conference. For the conference slate, we got Texas State here, week 2, rivalry game. We got Texas A&M. They had a 3-10 record last year. They made a bowl game. They're like 87 overall. That should be tough. UL Monroe we got again. Louisiana Tech is a good matchup. Memphis, Louisiana, Texas Tech, Arkansas State, Houston, and LSU. So not going to be an easy schedule with where we're at in our dynasty. You maybe saw last year we started out 5-0. We played the moments, simmed through after I think week 6, something like that, and then we went on I think we went 1-6 in the last 7 games. So never a dull moment. We got a lot of freshmen playing. Could take some lumps. Could be another 7-6 season somewhere around there. So hopefully you tune in to see how we do. We're going to go week by week this year. We got our freshmen in. We got our guys in. We're ready to hit the ground running, and we'll really dive in to the team we have, the culture we have, the new unheralded recruits we're trying to go after. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you join in. If you haven't yet, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And if you enjoy, the dynasties where it's all about the process, the mental toughness, the effective coaching, this is a place for you. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out. Thank you for tuning into this one. And until the next episode, keep gaming, keep growing, and keep celebrating those obscure victories. Game on.